The man was a 50-year-old veterinarian, had a wife, a son, had done nothing wrong besides having the right type of access at a time when Rocco's task force was in dire need of answers. He slid down to the car. Shattered glass glittered in the moonlight. A bloody arm hung out the window. Kneeling, he shone the flashlight up inside the car. The airbag had deflated. Blood covered Percival's face. Rocco pressed his fingers to the man's carotid artery, checking for a pulse. He found one, thready, barely there, but his informant was still breathing. Rocco unsheathed his tactical blade from the holster clipped on his hip. He sliced the seatbelt, the one thing that had saved Percival's life, and hauled him free of the wreckage over to a somewhat level spot. Percival coughed. His head rocked side to side. Rocco cradled the man's head in his lap, whipped out his phone from his pocket, and dialed the sheriff's department once more. "Agent Sharp again. I need an ambulance." He relayed the mile marker. "The shooter got away in the black pickup truck still headed east on 130. Percival reached for him, mumbling something, but he couldn't hear what it was over the dispatcher's response. He glanced down. The injured man was clutching his abdomen. His shirt was soaked with blood, but he hadn't been impaled by anything in the car. Had he been shot? "There are at least 2 individuals in the truck. Hurry with that ambulance." He dropped the phone, not bothering with hanging up, and pressed a palm to Percival's abdominal wound to slow the bleeding. "He knew." Percival coughed up blood. "I was a CI." Another cough, more blood. "Shush, don't talk. The ambulance is on the way." But at the rate he was bleeding out, it wouldn't reach him in time. "No time," Percival said on a pained groan, echoing Rocco's thought. "Wrong." With a trembling hand, he dug in the pocket of his jeans and pulled out something. "We had it wrong." Rocco took the balled-up wad and lowered it into the light. The blood-stained paper had a date written on it. September 19th, 6 days from now. "What happens on the 19th? Percy shook his head. "Something big." His voice was faint. "Something horrible." His eyelids fluttered, his breath growing shallow. He mumbled more words, too low for Rocco to make out. "Planned it all." "Who?" Rocco patted his cheek. Worry clawed at him as he watched the life draining from this poor man. "What's going to happen? Who planned it?" Percy's lips moved, but the whisper was lost in the wind. "Say it again." Rocco brought his ear closer to his face. McCoy. The syllable slipped from Percival's mouth in his dying breath. His head lolled to the side in Rocco's arms, his eyes frozen open at the moment his life slipped away. "No." Rocco tightened his arms around Percy, as if by doing so he could change his fate. "God, no." He thought of Percy's wife, his widow, and the reason for his senseless murder. McCoy. Marshall McCoy. Guilt seized his heart and squeezed, followed by a wave of white-hot rage. "I'll find out who did this to you," he vowed. He'd track down those men in the truck one way or another. "And I'll make them pay." Rocco knew precisely where to start, with Mercy McCoy.